Hi everybody, I'm Howard, and this is Otter's Corner where we discuss everything and anything related to retirement. Today I want to talk about something that's difficult for most people. And we're talking about saving money and investing for retirement. It's been extremely disheartening for me to read comments on other YouTube videos from people who have saved nothing. According to statistics, over 40% of retirees have almost no savings whatsoever in retirement, and they're living off of Social Security. And the kind of comments I see are, hey, Congress should have to live on our Social Security. How are we meant to live on this amount of money? Why isn't the government taking care of us? First, you have to understand, and I've said this before, and I'm going to probably say it hundreds of times again in the future, Social Security was never meant to be someone's sole source of income in retirement. The program was designed to replace about 40% of your income. Is it doing that? For some people, maybe. For some people, maybe not. Probably doesn't do a real good job of keeping up with inflation. We know that. But if you go into retirement thinking, this is how I will survive, you've made just a terrible mistake. You're not going to survive on Social Security unless you had an extremely high income and you have an extremely high benefit and you're able to cut your expenses low enough that you can live on that benefit. So here's the key to it, and I'm going to say this a lot too. It's all about living below your means. And you've heard this before and you're going to hear it again. You're going to hear about it forever. If you're not yet in retirement, if you're 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, this is the key to getting to retirement. If you're already in retirement and it's maybe too late for you, use this to teach others. Teach your children, teach your grandchildren, teach anybody you run into. Whenever I talk to younger people, the best advice I give them is save for retirement by living below your means. It's an extremely simple concept and it's an extremely difficult thing to do. I get that. And the hardest part is when life changes. You can make all the plans you want, but when you have children you weren't planning on having, when you divorce, when you get laid off of a job or fired, those are changes that are hard to deal with. But the whole point is when you're setting up your life, when you're deciding where to live, when you're deciding what kind of lifestyle you want, always think about saving first. 10%, 15%, 20% of your salary, whatever it is. I understand when you're in your 20s, it's very difficult. That's the lowest savings rate, obviously, while you're building up your salary. But you have to do it. Instead of buying a house, maybe you have to rent a house. Instead of buying a 2,500 square foot house, maybe you buy a 1,500 square foot house. Instead of having 2 or 3 children when you're young, maybe you have 1 child. It's all about planning to live on well below what you make, saving and investing the rest. And again, I understand it's hard. I ran into problems and I went through several layoffs. And you have to spend what you've saved. And then suddenly you're back in step 1, step 2 when you were at step 10. But it's got to be done. I was fortunate enough to earn a high enough salary that my wife and I can invest a substantial portion of what we made. Most people don't have that circumstance. I understand that. If you're earning $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a year, it's extremely difficult to live on that amount of money, but you've got to make the right decisions. Maybe you need to live with somebody else. Maybe you need to move in with a relative for a while. It's the sacrifices you have to make. You do not want to get to retirement and live on $1,700 a month on Social Security and have to rely on COLA increases to get you through the rest of your life. Now, again, simple concept, exceptionally hard to do. And as we move forward, we're going to talk about how to invest, where to put your money, how do you get to retirement, how do you withdraw that money from retirement. But the message for today is, and spread this word, live below your means. It's the only way. Thank you. Talk to you later. Again, subscribe, like, spread the word, comment. Looking forward to it. Thanks. Bye.